Hey everybody, Marinus here, and welcome to my channel Darksiders Comics. And as always, we're going to do another review. And this one is called The Cimmerian People of the Black Circle by Ablaze Comics, I presume. I don't know who or what Ablaze is. This is the first time I discovered them. And yeah, so I picked it up and I just read it a moment ago. And this is a weird one for me. But before we go into, um, this is a comic about Conan, but it's not your regular Conan that you get from Marvel because Conan is I believe, a public domain character, so people can use it, but not really call him Conan, or more like the Cimmerian or the Barbarian or whatever. So there is no word Conan in here, I believe. So, or I probably missed that. But what is this all about? So, okay, I'm gonna take you through it. So, this is a what I think it's nice. Normally, when you get an IP like Conan, and nowadays people are, how do you say, writers gonna come up with a story. They blend on some things from Robert E. Howard, and you have a comic, right? But this one is actually from the pages of the original books of Robert E. Howard, but then in comic book form. So that's really cool. So what is this all about? It's about a king that has just died in a kingdom called Vendaya or Vendia. I believe it's called Vendaya. He's been killed by magicians or sorcerers or prophets from a neighbor kingdom called Yimsa or Yimsha. And the king's sister wants to avenge him. And then she tried to contact Conan. But the problem is, Conan's men, or several of Conan's men, has been, killed or kidnapped by guards of the people from Vendaya. So it complicates the matter a lot, and that's basically the story. And it's also complex because it's more like based on the books instead of creating the story for the readers. I have to reread some issues to get a grasp of what the story is about. That's a bad thing and a good thing also, but there's some problems with this book, but also some very nice things I like about this book. But I'm gonna go through with you all. So, who are the creators? Well, the writer is Sylvain. I'm sorry, Sylvain Runberg. The artist is J. Kwang Park, and the colorist Hiroyuki Osshima. And the first thing you see is here Conan. Well, I call him Conan. You cut into some, bandits, neighborhood villains. Well, villains is the bad word, but he cutting into some men. But basically, you see him here, killing them in the most gruesome way, and as you can see here, a lot of great visuals. I love that art. And I heard people say, well, this is more like a manga. I disagree. For me, it's more like a blend between Asian art. I don't call it manga, but Asian art in combination with traditional art, Western art, I presume. That's how I call it. And I like the art very much, but there are some problems with it. And I don't like the art. Don't mean the art, but some, as you can see, for instance, these colors, right? You see a lot of in here, some yellows, light yellows, some browns, slightly red, but mostly bluish, gray tones. And the problem with that is it's going through the whole book. And because of the muted colors, sometimes you don't see good what's going on. Let's see if I can go and skip a few pages. I'm just doing step by step. We're gonna get back to that. So the art is very good in my opinion, but and the story is actually very intriguing, but it's also complex. Because the narrative is, the narrative here. Sorry, I'm doing it wrong. explains a lot. There's a lot of exposition about what's going on with the neighboring, enemy factions, and with Conan, and with the sister, and with the king who is dying because of magic, and they can figure out how to cure him, and then he asks his sister here to do it for him because he's afraid of going to hell, and the sister is doing that. What I don't like is like I said before, there's a lot of exposition, a lot of text, and a lot of explaining. And for instance, this year has put me off so much because I don't mind, go into detail with story. I actually like that, but I'm a visual guy. So when I open this page, I don't see the beautiful visuals that's going on. I see a wall of text coming at me, and I have to read it to understand what's going on. So I was going back and forward to read all of this. I mean, because I'm afraid I am missing something. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go back to reread things again because, maybe there's something in the future that is important here. So yeah, I think I missed the mark a little bit there because, like I said, I'm a visual guy. I like visual art, but I also like visual storytelling. And there's a lot of storytelling in the visuals, but it's getting cluttered by text. That's something I don't like. And then we see here Conan, bargaining. Like I said, art is very cool. There's some problems with the visuals or some renditions of the visuals as well. For instance, can I go back a little bit? I want to spoil it all, by the way, so sorry. So what do you see a lot, if you can, maybe I can zoom in a little bit. There's a lot of vertical lines that are coming from the top going down. And this is probably, okay, here. As you look at the pages, right, you see a lot of those vertical lines in the art and in the surroundings going from up and down, as you see here below and as you see here. And I don't mind that it's there. I mean, that's a design choice, but it's in everywhere. So, for instance, these people are cutting themselves with copper knives because the fallen king is dead, because the word is spreading out. But I have to flinch my eyes to see what's going on. And I don't like that at all. As you see here as well, you see all those physical lines from up and down, and it's in every page. And basically it muds. Is that how you say it? Probably not. But it darkens the art and the visuals. And I don't like that at all. And sometimes you have to see what's going on because I'm going to skip a lot of pages here right now because I want to show you something. There's a battle scene between Conan and some bandits. So like here, I mean, there's some action here, some cool action, but I have to flinch my eyes because there's so many things going on in this little tiny panel that, yeah, like I said, in combination with the muted colors, it's very hard to see what's going on because I have to not reread it, but look at it again and again to figure out what's going on. And because it's so dark and because it's with all the vertical lines going on here all the time, in combination with the muted colors, except for this one, this is basically very beautiful when it comes to coloring. But again, a lot of text. Normally I don't mind it, but it's a little bit too much in here. And this is perfect. This scene here, let the art breathe more. You can suck it in. You see what's going on. There's some visual storytelling. You see this girl here hiding, jumping over it, try to not to be seen by these guards. This is visual storytelling. And she is here climbing into the arm, leaping into the arms of a lover. That's great. Yeah, but then, like I said, you go back here, wall of text here, except for this panel and this one, which I actually like. So, yeah, there's some hit and misses, but when I go back and reread the story, I actually like where this is going. So, like I said, it's complex, but also intriguing and sometimes cluttered. But this is, by the way, a free issue miniseries. So I pre-ordered the second and the third one because I want to know what's going on. And I actually like this rendition of Conan, and I like the art as well. I wish it was not so dark the whole time. But to be fair, it's in the night time, so can't get to be critical about that. What I also like is this. So this is actually the story from Robert E. Howard in Weird Tales at September, October, November 1933. So this is the whole story. I read it a little bit. So I think it's the whole story because all the names, you see here the king of Vendaya is dying. We see here no man of Adohia, Poison, etc. Yasmina, who is the king's sister. So this is basically in book form. So, okay, this is not from Robert E. Howard, but this is actually a book. And they took out the pages and they put it in here. And there's a lot of them. I mean, look at that. It goes on and on and on, which is great if you like that kind of stuff. And it's also to be continued. So I guess the whole story, I think, will be in part 2 and in part 3, which is actually great. And we see here the covers of all of the books. So this is mine. I wish I had the Virgin cover, but it doesn't exist as far as I know. I like this one and this one. I hate homage covers and parody covers. I really hate that. God. But hey. So this is the issue number 2. And yeah, and the quality of the book is great too. Nice thick pages. And like I said, there's some hit and miss. There's something I dislike and something I do like. So overall, yeah, I give it a thumbs up. Yeah, why not? I mean, for all the criticism I gave this book, it's still way better what Marvel is doing now with Conan. I mean, Conan sucks right now. Oh my God, I don't know what they are doing, but it's terrible. So yeah, the Cimmerian, People of the Black Circle. Did you pick it up? Did you like it or not? Let me know. And thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. And yeah, hit the like button and click the bell for notifications if you want. And then I'll see you next time on my next video. Bye.